आइए हम सुने विज्ञान की अनकही कहानियाँ। आइए हम सुने विज्ञान की अनसुनी कहानियाँ। एक नई दुनिया की आवाज़ आपकी आवाज़, विज्ञान की आवाज़, की आवाज़।
Celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we bring you a podcast series on STEM popularization. Science, technology, engineering, mathematics and medicine. Supported and catalyzed by the National Council for Science and Technology Communication, Government of India. This program is produced by Media for Community Foundation. Creative content and technical support is given by Salam Namaste Community Radio, Noida.
एक नई दुनिया की आवाज़ आपकी आवाज़, विज्ञान की आवाज़, की आवाज़, की आवाज़।
आज की प्रमुख स्टेम पॉपुलराइजेशन जानकारियाँ।
विज्ञान की दुनिया से आज की प्रमुख जानकारियां। मंगल पर 40 साल से है एयर ग्लो। वैज्ञानिकों को लगता है कि मंगल ग्रह पर करीब 40 सालों से एयर ग्लो है, लेकिन पहली बार ये 1 दशक पहले ESA के मार्स एक्सप्रेस ऑर्बिटर से महसूस हुआ। इसके बाद 2020 में वैज्ञानिकों ने TGO का उपयोग करके इस घटना को देखा था, लेकिन ये रात के बजाय मंगल ग्रह के दिन के उजाले में देखा गया। अब TGO के माध्यम से रात में ये घटना देखी गई है। अब मंगल ग्रह का वातावरण हरा दिखा है। ग्रह विज्ञानी जीन क्लाउड जेरार्ड ने कहा है कि लाल ग्रह की भविष्य की यात्राओं के लिए ये नए अप्रत्याशित और दिलचस्प हैं। भविष्य का ESA मिशन ग्लोबल इमेजिंग के लिए एक कैमरा ले जा सकता है। माना जा रहा है कि तेज उत्सर्जन की वजह से भविष्य के अंतरिक्ष यात्रियों को कक्षा में या मंगल ग्रह की जमीन से देखा जा सकता है। मंगल ग्रह की रात की रोशनी का अध्ययन TGO मिशन के हिस्से के रूप में जारी रहेगा। वैज्ञानिकों को मंगल ग्रह के वातावरण में होने वाली प्रक्रियाओं के बारे में भी जानकारी देगा। इन उत्सर्जनों की रिमोट सेंसिंग 40 से 80 किलोमीटर के बीच मंगल के ऊपर वायुमंडल की संरचना और गतिशीलता की जांच करने के लिए एक बेहतरीन उपकरण है। चांद के इस रहस्य का हो गया खुलासा। एक साथ कैसे बने 2 गड्ढे। चांद पर 2022 में एक मलबे की टक्कर से गड्ढा बन गया था। इस टक्कर के कारणों को लेकर अब तक अटकलें लगती रही हैं। अभी तक कहा जाता रहा है कि ये चीन की एक रॉकेट की टक्कर से बना था। चीन हर बार इसको लेकर मना करता रहा, लेकिन अब इसका खुलासा हो गया है।
स्टेम एम्पलीफायर।
आज की हमारी अतिथि हैं डॉक्टर शुभश्री रॉय चौधरी। ये वर्तमान में भारतीय नैनो विज्ञान एवं प्रौद्योगिकी संस्थान में बतौर साइंटिस्ट डी के पद पर कार्यरत हैं। इनके कार्य एवं शोध का क्षेत्र है विशिष्ट कैंसर और विशेष प्रकार के रक्त कैंसर में उनकी प्रभावकारिता के लिए दवाओं का नैनो निर्माण और सुधार।
Okay, so I am Dr. Shubhasri Rai Chaudhary. I am working in cancer nanotherapeutics since my PhD, and after doing many postdocs in USA and Australia, I joined in 2015 in INST, and I'm working in nanotherapeutic regulation for like cancer prevention in context to epigenetic regulation. Working as scientist D, assistant professor, have done several postdoctoral training at namely like University of Maryland, Baltimore. So where also I have done some cancer therapy in different cancer like glioblastoma, neuroblastoma, and from there I moved to like Australia, University of Queensland, Brisbane. So there also I have done in like leukemia, and presently I'm working in nanotherapeutic intervention for epigenetic regulation of cancer. So epigenetic regulation means like it is basically the changes in the gene activity without the changing in the DNA sequences, and like we are working with like all like small molecular inhibitors or like drugs which are in pipeline or in clinical trials, but they do have some lots of limitations. So we are basically forming nanoformulation of those like drugs or small molecule inhibitors, and like we are checking like how we can improve their efficacy in a specific cancer, acute myeloid leukemia, or a special type of blood cancer, so which is highly prevalent in India. So we have checked it in like in vitro model and in like in vivo node mice xenograft models, and also in patient derived xenograft models as well. So nanotherapy, suppose it is like when a drug is like having some limitations like poor solubility, low bioavailability, so we are making a nanoformulation like of human serum albumin. So why human serum albumin? As because it is highly abundant plasma protein, so we are making it in the nano dimension so that it can target the particular like cancer like which we are targeting, of course, and like show their efficacy, and also at the same time it can overcome the limitations of the peer drug. Yeah, ma'am. So actually like pharma industries of India are definitely associated with this project. So we have done it in like preclinical studies from in vitro, in vivo node mice xenografts model, and in patient derived xenografts model. So now we're in collaboration with the clinicians in the PGIMR, and like of course successfully if we can check in it clinical trials and we get some success with our candidate molecules that having future translational potential, it can be taken further forward by some pharma industries in India. So basically like it is this AML or like a special type of blood cancer which I am working. It is highly prevalent in India, and like among 100,000 people the annual incidence is about like 2 to 3, and like it is not only affecting the adults, it also do affect the children. So it is very highly prevalent in India, and like in spite of many therapies like treatment regimes like chemotherapy, stem cell transplantation, radiotherapy, then also the survival rate is very poor, like less than 25%. So we are targeting like with our nano formulation whether we can this ineffectiveness of the therapy, whether we can overcome or not. Throughout the world people are working in this research area of cancer nanotherapy, so definitely they are our contemporaries or the competitors. And the next we can tell about like the pharma industries. They are also our competitors, because they are working every day with several biomolecules, so they are also in the process of invention for targeting cancer therapies. Like I have published 49 international journal papers, like maybe numerous conferences I have attended and also published some papers there, and I do have 2 patents currently like filed. Yeah, definitely common person means like as I told, like it is this disease, that's acute myeloid leukemia or blood cancer. It is highly prevalent. Like in India, it is the management is very necessary, management of this AML or acute myeloid leukemia. So common people do get affected by this blood cancer, and like the regular treatment regimes like sometimes shows like it's a relapse, or like very survival rate is also very poor. So in that case, like our therapy, if we can show some better efficacy, some superior to the overcome the challenges faced by those drugs, it will really be helpful for the common people. So of course, so like we are in our research field in acute myeloid leukemia. So whatever we have targeted with like this small molecule inhibitors in nano composite formulation, or like we have also done with siRNAs, so in a nano encapsulation formulation. And this is for the first time report we have done from our laboratory, and we are very hopeful like with time, if we can go for these clinical trials, and some candidates definitely will move forward to the industries to better market available. Definitely it is a devastating disease, this acute myeloid leukemia, and like it is very much, it is affecting adults as well as the children. So for the common people, if we can develop some newer therapies, like what are the molecular signaling they are affecting. So like we have established our therapy in like in the formulation of nano composite, and also like we have checked their molecular signaling. So if we can move this forward, because we have checked it in all preclinical animal models, starting from in vitro, in vivo node mice, and like also from the clinicians of PGIMR, we have established in our therapy in like patient-derived xenograft models. So now we are hoping for with the collaboration to clinicians that we can do some clinical trials, and of course we will be if we are fortunate enough to move our candidate to some pharma industry for the better like applications for the human mankind in India or in world, it will be really helpful for the society, I do believe. Basically working with blood cancer, and it is highly prevalent throughout the world and also in India. So the different therapeutics available till date, it is like stem cell transplantation, radiation, and like chemotherapy, but these are having many adverse side effects because sometimes they are not targeted. So what we are doing, we are targeting with some small molecule inhibitors or already established drug that are in clinical trials or in clinics or in pipeline, and they have lots of limitations. So what we are doing, so we are with our nano formulation and with targeted therapeutics specifically to those blood cancer cells, we are doing like what we can overcome the limitations of those Bayer drugs, and like we have shown the efficacy in different cell line model, preclinical models like cell lines, node mice xenografts, and as I told, patient-derived xenografts, and we found they're showing superior efficacy in terms of their like overcoming the limitations of the already available and established drugs. So we are really hopeful for our research, which would be applicable for them. As I'm telling, like we are in future, we are looking forward for targeted therapeutics that can control this AML through epigenetic regulation mediated inhibition of this blood cancer through nanotherapeutic intervention.
STEM बात पते की।
कॉकरोच से ज्यादातर महिलाएं और बच्चे डरते हैं, लेकिन क्या आप जानते हैं कि ये विज्ञान की दुनिया में अपनी मेहनत के लिए प्रसिद्ध हैं। इनका परिसंचरण तंत्र खुला होता है, इसीलिए ये अपने शरीर के प्रत्येक खंड में स्थित छोटे छिद्रों से सांस ले सकते हैं। कॉकरोच सांस लेने के लिए मुंह या सर पर निर्भर नहीं होते हैं, इसीलिए सर कटने के बाद भी कॉकरोच 1 सप्ताह या इससे अधिक दिनों तक जिंदा रह सकता है। इनकी मौत इसीलिए होती है क्योंकि मुंह के बिना ये पानी पी नहीं सकते और प्यास से मर जाते हैं।
ये था आज का विज्ञान की आवाज। आपको ये पॉडकास्ट कैसा लगा हमें बताएं। mediaforcommunity@gmail.com पर।
आइए हम सुने विज्ञान की अनकही कहानियाँ। आइए हम सुने विज्ञान की अनसुनी कहानियाँ। एक नई दुनिया की आवाज आपकी आवाज, विज्ञान की आवाज, की आवाज।
Celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we bring you a podcast series on STEM popularization, science, technology, engineering, mathematics and medicine, supported and catalyzed by the National Council for Science and Technology Communication, Government of India. This program is produced by Media for Community Foundation. Creative content and technical support is given by Salam Namaste Community Radio, Noida.
एक नई दुनिया की आवाज